Subject of today's video is the PAO, the Topaz 3-9 by 42. Right, well, first impressions, yeah, it's a funky looking scope, especially when you got it on something sort of military style like this Ruger Precision rimfire. Got this slanted, very funky front, although the lens obviously isn't slanted. Got the elasticated bikini covers, because of course you couldn't fit a normal Butler Creek because that's scarf cut. But hey, never mind. What do you got? Locking turrets, external. What is that? You've got to unwind it quite a way. Then, yep, there we go, freeze up. Clicks, yeah, they're not bad. Not bad. So that locks on windage and on elevation. Obviously this is windage, although I said windage first, but never mind. You got zoom with a nice big knob on it there. Everybody loves a big knob to twiddle. Never mind. Yeah, to whiz through your 3-9. Illuminated reticle, which is blue and green. Got military, as I say, styling. It looks absolutely fantastic, doesn't it? Well, I mean, it's got all these very promising points. As I say, there's actually a pronounced bit there, so adjusting that is much easier because, of course, you're forever adjusting your zoom while you're shooting, aren't you? I don't, and I actually favour fixed magnification if possible, but never mind. Difficult to get that for air guns. External turrets without dust covers. I do like that. Must confess, I do like that. Maybe it's a styling thing, I don't know. Again, I mean, I'm not adjusting my turrets all the time, so they can be underneath the covers, but just that tactical look, it's great. Focus back here, which you only ever do once to get your crosshairs in line, or in focus. You're supposed to do it against a blank background like a cloudy sky, that sort of thing. Obviously don't do it in your back garden pointing it up in the air because people will then call the police. Never mind. Crosshair, well, I'll try and pop in a little picture of the crosshair. It's just your normal sort of milled up. Illuminates, as I say. It's one of the boring videos where it's just looking at it, so I'll put my hands in and you can see some funky action going on. I'll move the scope around, yeah, that'll make it way more exciting. Oh, and by the anyway, enough waffle. I mean, you can read the specs about coated lenses, you can read other reviews about how clear and amazing these scopes are, and then you can listen to me who's going to go, I really don't agree with them. And the reason for that is there is so much aberration around the outside of the lens. It's really fuggy around the outside of the lens. I can't show it. I've tried and tried. Can't show it to you at all. And it won't focus at air rifle ranges. PAO, air rifle, precision air gun, whatever you call it. Yeah, precision air gun optics. For me, for the shooting that I've been using this for, which is basically short range, stood up target shooting, it doesn't focus. Yes, there's no focus on there, there's no range adjustment, there's no, obviously, front adjustable objective because of, you've got this lovely angled military style front lens, and there's nothing on the saddle. And for something marketed towards air guns that can't actually focus, even on 3 power, by the way, it's still blurry, at airgun ranges, yeah, sorry, I can't give it the vending seal of approval. I am disappointed. Now, okay, maybe I got a bad one. Maybe that's what it is, because all the other reviewers out there seem to think they're amazing. I'm just doing sort of a pan around so as you can see the difference, sort of thing. Yeah, it's disappointing. Simple as that. The mounts that came with it feature the sticky pads of doom, which I hate sticky pads of doom. Do have the big wheel to make them quick to remove, which is great. And yeah, they are pretty good actually at returning to zero, so that's not bad. But yeah, to be honest with you, for the money that this scope was, personally, I know that I get a bit of stick for saying this brand, but for me, I'd rather buy a Richter Optic 3-9 by 42 AO. Okay, there's no illuminated reticle, if that's your thing. actually think buy something else or buy one from their range that does have an IR. I don't use the IR, really don't, so it's a bit pointless spending extra for it. Another thing I forgot to mention, actually, I was shooting at 25 yards and obviously stuck it on the gun and it was way out. We got the old 1/4 inch at 100 yards, so you think, okay, whatever the adjustment is that it requires at 100 yards, if it was 2 inches to the right, you know, whatever, then you multiply the number of clicks to bring it back in line at 25 yards by 4. That's just what you do. Oh, for God's sake, that's my mum texting me. That's embarrassing, isn't it? It's like your mum calling at work. Anyway, so I did that. I thought to myself, I can't remember how many inches out it was anyway, so I adjusted it by 4 times what I'd have adjusted it at 100 yards, and guess what? It went way too far. So yeah, I'd take the whole 1/4 inch at 100 yards thing with a pinch of salt. Could be the old vending luck once again hit, who knows, but for me, I can't recommend this scope, and that rather means that I can't recommend the brand. So yeah, disappointing. As I said before, what's the future hold for this optic? Well, I think I'm going to stick it on the Umarex M4 purely for the styling of it. So yeah, basically, do I like it? Styling wise, features wise, as in the looks, tactical, fantastic. That's all you want, the scope to look pretty on your gun, in keeping. I mean, yeah, definitely it's in keeping with this gun. Then yeah, buy it. If you want something that will actually perform, that you can see through, that works at airgun ranges, being a precision airgun optic, don't buy it. Yeah. So, sorry, put a downer on Christmas if anyone's put this on their wish list, but yeah, not recommended. Alright, there we go. Short, sweet, potentially boring one for you, but yeah, such is life.